to my room. Let me get some royalty-free music going on in the background. I'm sorry it's been the same sort of music all of these lives, but it's something that's safe that I can use, and I'm gonna go with it. So, I've like heard all of these so many times, and I need this just for my dead silence of a background. So, today we're gonna be doing cool tone makeup. I am going to be doing cool tone makeup. I'm using the same fucking moisturizer I've been using this entire time. This look, I rarely do because I am a warm toned eyeshadow person. So warm tones being anything that has a bit more yellow, orange, and red. I would say orange. Let's just be fair. Orange. It airs on the side of like an orangey shade. That's more warm. And that's the colors that I gravitate to because I prefer them. I feel like I look my best in warm tones, but cool tones can be used on anybody. Warm tones can as well. It just depends on how you sport it. So today I'm going to do cool tones. Cool tones actually are featured a lot in rock and roll looks because that smoky eye, like sort of edgier trends, kind of gloomy, dark, that's all cool stuff. So I cut my hair. Thank you guys, thank you. Yes, I did. The reason why I did is because it's a little short. Like I didn't, yeah, I wasn't planning on going this short. Actually, I feel like this part right here, what's going on with that? And this, I'm like, I think the girl just went a little cut happy and then was like, that's great. But then like, anyway, I cut it because my hair is growing out from the shaved head and I just didn't like the way it was laying down. I got over I was over it. So I needed a hair that I can transition into a normal hairstyle again. And so I told her to cut this. I wanted bangs again. I wanted the short bob because I watched Chicago and I saw Velvet Kelly and I was like, that's kind of cute though. So I decided to chop. And now it looks like my hair is just short. You can't tell that I'm actually shaved all underneath at all. Like it looks like it's just part of the bob. So that kind of works out in my favor. But thank you, I appreciate it. Once we get out of this quarantine, it's going to be the length that I want it to be, and I'm going to feel very, very good. So this is like a day old hair, so my bangs are like splitting. So I'm sorry, I apologize about that. Thanks, guys. I appreciate it. Let's get some makeup on, shall we? So I'm going to start with my eyes today because I'm going to do an edgier look. I'm going to do something a little bit more rock and roll, which really is just like a smoky eye. Because when I do cool tone makeup, when I do a natural look, it doesn't, I don't really care for it on my face. So I usually have to bump it up a bit just so that I can be like, this is a look, you know? Are you guys on lockdown in America too? Yeah, I mean, lockdown, at least in California, we're not calling it a lockdown because people will go nuts. I mean, there's 40 million people in California, I think, right? So if you start using the word lockdown and things like that, people panic, and people have been panicking all across the world. I'm sure there's no toilet paper anywhere. But especially I feel like in California, you know, with the LA riots, I mean, I'm just making assumptions. I'm just, you know, don't take my word for like, she said this, you know, but I'm just saying, you know, LA riots are a thing. Looting is a thing. Were we all in 1995? You know what I mean? So, or 94. But yeah, so I don't think we're ever going to call it a lockdown, but we're essentially, yes, we're told to stay indoors. So whether people follow it or not is all up to them. I don't know. Same here in the UK. Yeah, it's like people don't want to hear, at least with America. It's funny because like when you compare and contrast other countries and the way the people are, I'm gonna clean this off. I'm so sorry, I wasn't ready for this scope. Whatever, it's a get ready with me. You guys know the whole drill. It's all winging it. When it comes to like comparing and contrasting other countries, Americans, you can't really tell them what to do. This is just a general assumption from what I see with my own eyes, okay? So don't take this as a guide to America, you know? But you know, with the whole freedom and freedom of speech and freedom of life and freedom of liberty and freedom and freedom and freedom and freedom and freedom and freedom, the minute you tell us you have to stay indoors, Americans are like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm an American citizen. This is unconstitutional. And they freak out. So I think that, unfortunately, people have to be very careful with their words and telling us what to do, because people really do wig out and they just get very defensive and very like, you know, so I'd be very surprised if we actually legitimately went into a full-on lockdown. But if you'll notice, like Vegas, Las Vegas is completely shut down. The strip is black at night. It is the craziest thing. It went from the brightest spot on all of Earth from space, because I used to live in Vegas. We were the brightest spot on Earth, which is, I don't know if that's something I'd be proud about, but still, in space they could see us to like nothing. All of the lights on the Las Vegas Strip are completely off. It's black. The only thing that's on is like street lights. And it looks like a normal street, and it's really creepy. I'm seeing images from my friends who live in Vegas, and they're like, dude, it's eerie. It feels like an apocalyptic kind of a thing. So there are like 200,000 plus casino workers not working. So Vegas is closed, ladies and gentlemen. And it's scary, and a lot of people are, you know, some of my friends were telling me that it's a little a weird high energy vibe, because, you know, the eyes are open right now because they're afraid of any sort of like crimes, like burglaries and things like that. And so people are kind of on, it's chill, like there's really nothing going on, but like somebody told me that in their neighborhood it's kind of like there's a weird vibe going on, like, listen, prepare your homes. I'm like, oh Jesus. I think that's all. It's just those two. I really need to clean. I'm cleaning off some of these brushes because I do use a lot of warm tones, and I need to wash these brushes, and I don't want to get this mixed up. Okay, so let's start with my eyes. I'm gonna do a primer today, and I'm gonna use this Anastasia sample that I have because I really rarely use primers, and so I'm not gonna buy them. So I usually just rely on samples to last me for a while. And it works. Oh shit, I forgot this is so white. Okay. I forgot it was this white. Why? Okay, anyway, it's fine. I will make do with this. So you can use whatever primer you want. You don't have to even use a primer. I'm going to, because I'm trying to block out as much of redness on my eyes as I can. There's a lot of special things that I do just because I feel like I need to do extra work when it comes to doing cool tone eyeshadow, you know. Now, cool tone eyeshadow errs on the side of blue, you know. So, I say you know, as in, it errs on the side of blue. So if you have trouble trying to decipher what is a cool tone and what is a warm tone, I suggest having something on you that is orange and having something on you that is blue, you know, like a sample, a crayon, something where you can see if the color sort of lines up nicely too. So for example, right here, this is a palette that I'm going to be using today. This is obviously a cool tone. This is a cool tone because it lines up nicely with blue. This one here though, it has a little bit of yellow in it, right? It's kind of more on the greeny side. I would actually, let's give this one, I'm gonna do this one because I'm about to throw in the word neutral. So I don't wanna like make you guys go, what? This right here is a warm green. This here is a cool green. This one has a lot of orangey, yellow. It's very, very like warm. So this is what you'll notice. But if you see this one here, it has a lot of blue in it. So that what airs on the cool tone side. This right here it's a kind of more of like a plummy shade, and plum shades like this is a cool tone. How do I describe this? Sometimes I don't describe things correctly. I'm a great teacher, but I'm not a great teacher at the same time. This is a cool tone. And I'm trying to explain why, and I can't get the words out. I feel like this is more of like a gray, like a grayish. This here is a cool tone gray because this has that purpley bluey undertone. Because if you pair this right next to the blue, it feels a little bit more harmonious. versus this next to an orangey shade. You see how these sort of fight with each other? These colors don't look like they match up well. These colors do. So that's how you can kind of see what is erring on the cool tone side. I hope that makes sense. When it comes to like undertones, I have the worst time explaining myself. This right here, these shades, like how do you know if this is warm, neutral? This right here, I would say it's neutral because it could probably work with this color. It would probably work best with that color. But since it's not horrible, I would call this a neutral. This one here is warm because you can see the yellow in it. This one right here, I'd say it's also neutral because it looks like it would go well with the orange and it would go quite well with the blue. So this is more of a neutral shade. This is cool tone though, for sure, I think. For sure, I think. Yeah. I'm gonna just go ahead and start playing with some of this. You can actually see it on my face. I'm sorry if I didn't make any sense. I'm only on 1 cup of coffee today. So we're gonna play with that. I'm gonna possibly play with a couple of these as well. We'll see where I go with this. These two right here, because these are cool toned. And let's go from there. So I'm gonna do kind of like a dark, sort of a heavy liner look. I'm actually gonna use black in the waterline today. Maybe blue. We will see where we go from here. Because I'm trying to do something different. I understand I do this a lot of the same thing all the time. So I'm trying to switch it up for you guys. So I'm gonna start off by using this eyeshadow right here, right by my brow bone. I should have brought in my clip. I moved my clip to the bathroom because I was washing my face and I left it in there. How are you guys doing? How are you guys holding up? I want to take this time as I do this to ask you how you're doing. Are you holding up okay? I know right now is a pretty intense time and we are all trying to get through it, but how is your quarantine? How is your social distancing doing? One of my neighbors last night was having a party. Like, this is not the time to be having parties. Just saying, kids. Stay your ass at home. Same color, right in here. Right here. You can go ahead and type in the chat box. How are you holding up? Okay. Cool. So I'm actually going to add a little bit more lightness right here. This is a NARS eyeshadow, and I really do appreciate the NARS eyeshadows. They're very nice. They work quite beautifully. Okay, big fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna jump into this next shade over here. If you need the names, probably pop these out. Oh, I forgot that NARS has those weird names. Biarritz. Biarritz. Hanging in there. Grateful you're doing live videos. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to stay active here. That's what we're trying to do. And then I'm going to use Kingston next. Okay. So taking Kingston and popping this right on the outer portion of my eye, sort of in the crease area. And I'm just in circular motions, letting that color spread out on its own. Look at that. I'm staying in one spot. I'm just moving in a circle and then letting that blend happen naturally. Like so. You don't go anyways, but you miss the gym. Aww. There is one, oh, damn it. I don't know her name. I found, so now I'm kind of moving back and forth. I found this girl on YouTube who has some great workout videos. I don't normally break a sweat with at-home workout videos, but this girl in 15 minutes, I was like, damn, I gotta remember what her name is. My TV has it stored because I was watching YouTube on my television, and it recognizes it. But if I try to look at my history on my phone, she's not there. So I'm like, oh, okay. We just keep on adding, same color. I'm so ready to go back to work, right? Shit. I mean, you know what's funny is that I'm quite the extrovert, but I'm also quite introverted as well. So for me, at the same time, as much as I really want to get back to work, I really am, enjoying my time off at home. Because I don't mind just kind of sitting around and being a sloth. I don't mind it. I'm not that upset. Okay. So I'm gonna jump a little bit into this shade right here. This one I think is Quarry. Is it? No, it's Blackberry by MAC. Just to throw in a little bit of purple. I'm gonna take the mirror so that I can see this and add a little bit of Blackberry to this whole thing. Just deepen it up a bit. Now I use extremely fluffy brushes because that's sort of my taste and technique. I, on myself, like to have that feathered there but not there look on my eyes. It's just how I do my makeup. But you can, if you do your makeup a little bit differently, that's totally fine. So just know that if you use denser brushes, the color's gonna come out a lot more. It'll have more of a payoff versus what I'm doing. I can be both of them, but I miss my long time. Everyone's home. Everyone. Yeah. Some of my friends are we're definitely playing board games via the internet. And I'm assuming Zoom has an influx of people. If you use Zoom, you can do like conference calls via video chat, and it's kind of fun to hang out with your friends. Like an online party. It's fun. So you just keep busy doing that. Visiting your friends digitally. It's a good time to catch up with everybody too, you know? Okay. So now that I've added Blackberry with a very fluffy brush, on camera it's kind of like, bitch, what did you even do? But in real life, you do see some of this Blackberry. Everything's a lot lighter on my screen than it is in real life. Ta-ta! Okay. Now I'm gonna move from this big ass brush into a smaller brush. This might be a little bit too big, but we'll play with this. And I'm gonna dive into this color that's a gray. This is a Laura Mercier eyeshadow, and I'm very sorry, Laura. These eyeshadows are chalky AF. And I know this, but it's the color that I want to use, and I'm just hoping that with the eyeshadows that I already have on, it's not going to be as chalky. Sometimes I get lucky. It's this shade right here. Sometimes I don't get lucky, so let's just hope for the best. When I use this shadow, it likes to cake up and mud up and look a little weird. Why haven't I gotten rid of it by now? It's because I can't find a color that is similar to this type of gray. So here we go. Please. I just love this color gray very, very much, but it's very chalky. Trying. I'm just taking my time with it because if I don't, then I'll regret it. Okay. Shh. Don't talk to it because it will cause a ruckus. Look at that. You see how like intense that is, but then at the same time when you go to buff it out, it's kind of like womp. It's not okay. I think it's because there's eyeshadow underneath it. It's giving me a little bit more flexibility, which I'm very grateful for. I'll say it. I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Makeup can smell your fear. So you have to just take your time and be confident. If you mess up, tell yourself you meant to do that and either wipe it off or continue with it. Don't freak out when you're doing your makeup because it'll get worse. If you are calm and cool-headed, you can fix all of your problems. Okay. Cool tone. See, like, it's kind of muddy right there. Lana, leave it alone. And I don't know what color this is. It came in a little container. I just popped it out of the container and threw that away, or recycled it. And I could not tell you what the name of this eyeshadow is. Now, I'm going to use something like this. I can see some green on here, so I'm going to color this. This is like a flat brush. I'm going to use some blue. Blue? Yeah. I want to go blue. We'll see how blue this blue is. It's probably really blue. It'll be fine. Okay. Adding some more cool tone. I'm going to go in with this blue by NARS. I don't know what the name of it is. So give me a second. This color is called China Blue. Pretty. Okay. So using China Blue, I'm going to take the tip of my brush slowly add in some of this blue shade. I don't want this to be like a blue eyeshadow look, but I definitely want it to err on the side of blue, which is why I'm using this dark shade. And I'm using it right in the outer edge of my eye. Any of the looks that I do on this page, you can swap it out for these shades, you know? Or if you are not a cool tone person, like if this doesn't look good on you, it's totally fine. You can swap it out for warm tones and then you're fine. So, yes. I need to soften that out. This brush that I was using, the flat one, this isn't working how I want it to work. Oh, you know what I need? This one. A flat little eyeshadow brush like this. This is gonna be your best friend. There we go. When you're doing colors on your eyes, you do have to take your time, you know? Obviously, since I'm talking, this is gonna take a little bit longer, but the more colors that you use and stuff and the darker the makeup look you want it to be, it's going to take extra time. Yes, you still could essentially be done in 15 minutes if you wanted to. You'd have to work really fucking fast. It can be done, but for the most part, this will take you at least 20 to 35 minutes, you know? If you have that kind of time in the morning to do this, hey, enjoy. It definitely could go faster. Again, it just depends on how confident you are in achieving this look. It definitely takes practice. You're not gonna get this look down in 20 minutes on your second try. You know, it's gonna take some finessing. But this is also a great way to add in blue eyeshadow to your sort of stash without looking like you're wearing fucking blue eyeshadow. You know what I mean? So I downloaded Mario Kart for my iPhone. That game is a lot of fun to play. Anyone download any new games during this quarantine time? Okay. If you feel like it's not blended enough, take a blending brush and buff it out. There you go. Cool. Again, my makeup, even though I do smoky eyes and I can make it look really dark, it is really soft. You know, like you're not gonna see how it looks like it muddies up? It's my fucking eye that does that. Lottie, if you're watching this is what I'm telling you about. Look at that. It looks like I didn't blend shit, and it's the weirdest fucking thing. Anyway, even though I do dark looks on myself, it still sort of airs on the softer side. It's never like super like full on glam and Instagram-y. I guess that's the word I'm looking for. Interesting. Okay, so I don't know if it's me, you guys, lately. I've noticed this like I would say the past year. But when I do my eyeshadow, right here, it always like muds up a bit and it doesn't blend. See that? Smudge? The weirdest fucking thing in the whole wide world. It looks like it's totally placed weird. And I only see it when I'm on camera as well. I don't see it in real life. I don't know if it's because I'm not wearing my glasses when I'm doing makeup. I don't think that makes a difference. I don't know if I'm wearing, look at that. I don't know if it's the right brushes or if it's the brushes that are doing it. But I always get this super intense sort of harshness and I don't know what the fuck it is. It drives me absolutely bonkers. Because I go to take, I can see it in real life. I can take a picture for Instagram to post it and then I won't post it because of that. I don't know what it is, guys. And it's only my face. I thought, oh God, my technique sucks. Like, what if I can't do eyeshadow anymore? And you start as a professional. I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna lose my talent, this and this. And never happens on my clients. Whenever I do makeup on women, I never have this problem. So what the fuck is that? All right, I'm gonna continue on before I actually lose my shit. However, I'm gonna take a little bit of that first gray color that I was using to try. I wonder if it's that Laura Mercier shade fucking me up. Because sometimes I feel like, I'm gonna have to figure this one out. So I'm gonna put this gray tone on first, layer that on, and then I'm gonna come back to it to fuck with it because I have to. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Going underneath my eyes, here it is. I'm gonna take a little bit of, let's do color first actually. I'm gonna use this color, this brush, even though I have some of that blue, and I'm gonna go into that Kingston shade, that sort of light gray shade first to lay down some color. Lay down a layer of something. Okay, but now I'm gonna go into an eyeliner. And I'm gonna take, maybe this blue. How dark are you, blue? Let's do it. Let's do it. Then going back to the eyeshadow. If that happens to you too, just carry on with your day. Don't obsess about the makeup. Just because I'm on YouTube, I'm like, oh, fuck, of course. Thank you, Emma. You're gonna download that? Oh, Mario Kart. Yeah. So Mario Kart has been very interesting. I like it. You get to thank you, Heidi. Mario Kart has been super fun. You know, I've unlocked, I think, most of all of them, all of the cups and stuff, the racing cups. And where'd the lid go? I'm gonna have to find it. I better find it now. If I don't find it now, I run the risk of drawing out my eyeliner, and that's no bueno. And then I'll get mad, and then this and this. Oh, wait. Oh, God, my back. So I don't talk about this, but I suffer from a lot of body pain because I've been in 3 major car accidents. One of them which my car was totaled. Anyway, so my body now is, I feel permanently, like my skeletal structure is permanently damaged. I say that, I don't know that, but I say that because when I wake up nearly every day, I wake up in a weird hunched over position. So every morning I have to do my stretches and stuff so I can stand up straight again. I need alignments all the time, and I get massages on the daily, on the monthly. I have a Massage Envy membership because I have to. Otherwise, I'm like crippled. So my body pain is hurting really bad today. So if I start to trail off, it's because I'm trying to focus on not thinking about it. I have to just deal with it because I don't want to be on ibuprofen my whole life, you know? Okay, back to that. Back to this. So I'm going to take this dark blue shade, which is called Neptune by Melt Cosmetics. And I'm going to line the waterline. Oh, what is that? Did that come from my eye? I sure did. Like so. You got hit by a drunk? Oh, God, that sucks, man. That sucks. Tight line? My most, I'm not very lucky when it comes to cars. I'm a very cautious driver now because I'm paranoid about getting hit. One of the accidents was mine. I was lost in Texas and I was so confused by the roads. I drive all around the country, but Texas was one where I was so lost about how the loops were. And I was like, where the fuck am I? And I was trying to get back on the highway, and then the loop, I was looking, so I had a red light and I was looking ahead at the next light to see what was going on. And like, okay, I think I have to get into that lane. I think that's the one that does the loopy thing. So that light turns green, mine is still red, and I go. Let me tell you how hard someone T-boned me because of my ass. That was the worst ever. There you go. I'm gonna blend this out with a smaller brush. I got T-boned really hard. My car spun around. It hit the edge of a bridge. And I was fine that day. I was obviously scared, and the lady was fine too. And I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm the worst person on the planet, you know. And I told her that I was not from here, but, you know, it was my fault, and I'm so sorry. And she was really nice. The lady was very, very sweet. And I woke up the next morning paralyzed. Like, I couldn't move my fingers, and I couldn't move my legs, and oh my God, that was like the most terrifying experience I've ever been through in my life. Thinking that that's it. That's it. Like, you're done. You have no more mobility. Your life, it's scary. It's very scary. And so all the thoughts run into your head, you know. But I was fine. I think it was just the pain. My body was in shock and stuff. But yeah, so now I have to live with, not that it's, I mean, people live with worse things. Yes. Did I see that someone was on a handicap? I'm in a wheelchair on O2. Oof. Every couple months a new arthritis somewhere. Fuck, man. Yeah, today's a hard day. But it's okay. We're here to do makeup, aren't we? I just talk. I just talk about stuff. So I'm smoking this out with a tiny little brush. It's my favorite way to smoke out eyeliner. You have more control that way when you have a small little brush like this. And you can add more pencil liner as you go. Like so. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that dark blue NARS shade. A little small brush will work too. You can use the same one that you were using your liner with. But the reason why I'm not doing that is because I don't want to add powder to a brush that's technically wet with, excuse me, sorry, wet with eyeliner. There you go. You do very well at hiding it. I think pain is one of the easiest things to hide in the world. Emotional, physical. If you have dealt with it, like, can I get an amen? Amen, girl. Pain is one of the easiest things you can mask. That's why it always goes unnoticed. And everyone's like, what's your problem? What's your deal? And it's like, you don't know what I'm going through. It's never for you. Oh man, yeah. You gotta keep going on. There you go. Look at that darkness. Just adding some of that eyeshadow blue, you know, getting up in there and just making it dark. So you see how it can get kind of edgy? I'm wearing blue eyeshadow, okay? Blue, but it doesn't look blue. You still have some of this rough and tough, but also pretty neutral. Pretty damn neutral blue, if you ask me. You know, it's not like, hi, I'm a clown today. Let's do the other eye. Oh, nope. No. Always make sure you work with a sharpened pencil. Ta-da! And don't be hard on your pencils like I am. Tight line. What in the world is this song? Can you guys hear the music? Or maybe from the Drew Carey show. Does it? Hers is a little bit of a brighter blue. Her blue is like this kind of a blue. Oh wait, I think you're just responding to what I said about blue eyeshadow, I think. Pretty sure. Because I think YouTube has a little bit of a lag, right? Smudging this out with a smaller brush. You could even use your finger if you want to. Finger is, it's good for like smudging, but it's not good for like moving the skin on your eyes. I'm really rough with my eyes. I'm probably gonna get a lot of wrinkles when I'm a little older, because I move my skin so much when I do my makeup. I tug on my eyes a lot when I wash my face. There we go. Add a little more. Where'd it go? What'd I do with it? I really love these dark colors. like the dark blues, dark greens. Like Milk Cosmetics, they have bomb eyeliners. I'm gonna go ahead and give them props for their liner choices because these are phenomenal. I love them. They're so beautiful. Yes. Actually, I think this could probably do a little more. Oh wait, this had, no wonder this isn't smudging out correctly. I'm using the wrong damn brush. That's fine. You're here to see the colors, not the application, right? Get some of this dark blue. Yes. Okay, so now I'm gonna start packing on this blue a bit heavier. Excuse me, my goodness, I had coffee today. I've never been like gassy on coffee before, or at least I don't think so. I apologize if that's really rude to some of you. I'm not a complete animal, so I do apologize. But it's coming up out of nowhere. Okay, so getting that smoke going on with the blue, as much as I can anyway, because it's looking like the color is rejecting on my eyes. What the fuck is happening? Interesting. Once upon a time, I could blend with any brush. Once upon a time, it didn't matter. It didn't matter. I'd be like, yeah, give me whatever brush, I can blend it out. That's fine. You know? Now, it's like I need the right brush, the right shadow, the right things. What happened? Okay. Let's get to this bad boy. At least this sort of blends out a little bit. Oh my god. I'm disgracing myself here. You are the bane of my existence. Corner of my eyes. Oh, this is cool. Okay. So what I'm going to do, since I am struggling today, I can really feel it. I'm going to move on with my face and everything else, and then come back to this eyeshadow and sort of mess with it a little bit more in case I feel like I need to. This is fine. It's just, I'm a slight perfectionist. Slight. So, slight. So I may go in and fuck with this even more, but this is actually working. What I'm doing right now is mixing that blue. Oh, that's really working pretty. I'm mixing the blue that I've used with this Laura Mercier gray, which I don't know the name of, and it's starting to smoke it out the way I wanted it to look. So that's nice. Thanks. Thank you, Jesus. But what I'm going to do is I'm still going to go in with the rest of my face makeup, and then let's finish this fucking look. and then go in afterward to perfect in case I need perfecting. So there we go. We'll fix all this. It'll be fine. Again, makeup can what? Smell your fear. So just a little bit. Why we gotta fix this side because this side isn't even colorful at all. Yeah, a little fixie. Okay. We got most of the color down. I'm almost afraid to continue on just because I'm probably going to be using more like blendy smoky and it's going to get on my face again. Hold on. Shit. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves if you'd like, or just watch me try to figure this out. So I'm going to go back into that weird gray, which I know is giving me trouble, and the blue. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like not allowing me. It's the weirdest fucking thing in the whole planet. Weirdest thing in the whole planet. So weird. How would I come back from this? Flat brush. If you feel as if the color is going too high, take a flat brush like this. Sort of wipe off some of that shadow, you know? I shouldn't use my iPad as a mirror because that camera would be picking up some weird shit. But at the same time, I just can't help myself because I know everyone else is watching me. Okay. Soften that up a little bit. Let me wipe this down. These synthetic brushes, they sort of act like erasers for me. I really do love using these. These like orangey synthetic stuff. They even have foundation brushes like this too. This one's fine, doesn't really have anything. So I don't have to worry too much on this side. But what's funny is that when I add color right in here, it doesn't pick it up. It won't let me add color. So, I'm gonna try something real quick. I'm gonna add some Fix Plus. Pink. Let that shit set. Get some of that powder off, you know? Speaking of getting powder off, I'm gonna take this time to clean up the under eye area. See how I move my face and tug it all the time? So not good. Please don't do that. You don't want to do that. Get a wipe. Get a tissue. Get a piece of cotton. Okay. Now let's go in. I'm gonna go in with this brush. I'm gonna dive into some black. I'm gonna do the blue and a little bit of black just so I can sort of transition this color and this color together a little better. So I'm gonna go into blue, dip once into black and go back into the blue, tap that off. And I'm gonna pat this color on. Since clearly blending is not, see how it's not even picking up? Weirdest fucking thing in the planet. Why do you hate me? There we go. Pat, 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 pat. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. You guys holding your breath for me? I feel like I actually like the way black looks with cool tone eyeshadows a lot. It blends in quite nicely. We're getting it. We're getting there. I think that Fix Plus helped. Phew. It's actually a really cool look. It's just, damn, the amount of time it took me to get here, not acceptable in my terms. But at least we're here, right? We made it. We fucking made it. Ooh. I think this side I'm gonna just try to leave it alone because this will be my trouble spot and that's okay. Whoop. Let me just not poke my eye out in the process. Okay. Spritz this shit. What is up with this song? This is horrid. Okay. Cool tone eyes. How are you guys doing over there? You can barely hear the music? Okay, good. Let's continue with face. We do face now. Let me just use this. I have to go and clean up a lot under here. It's good. Yeah, do a lot of cleanup. Look at that. Let me go in with a, so I'm not like swiping my face all around. I'm gonna do a little eye cream. Eye cream is great for removing product in case you don't want to use, you know, like a makeup remover, you know, anything like that. Just put more eye cream on. So what I do, so I'll take some, right? Take a little brush, that synthetic brush that you've got, that's sort of acting as your eraser. Throw a little product on there. Dab it onto your eyes. And let this be your magic wand. You are probably going to have to wipe this off in the process, but you can see how it's picking up some of that color off your face. Get this side. little bit more. I feel like this is drying up a little bit. Yeah, it's drying up a little bit. It would take a lot quicker if you just got a makeup wipe. I don't know why I'm being so difficult today. I apologize, you guys. Holy shit. Let me just grab a makeup wipe real quick, right? I don't know how I became so like, what's the word? Difficult today? Like, why am I being difficult? Why is this like in? I think I created a monster today. I don't know what I did this morning. What did I do? I made eggs. I made eggs. What did I do today? Why am I being so weird? What did I do last night? Did I get good sleep? Yeah. That's better. That's a little better. I can at least work with this. Today I'm missing Japan. Trying to keep the conversation going. I'm missing Japan today. I went through my phone trying to just look at, like, clean up a little bit, like all the excess pictures that I have in my phone. And I was going through a bunch of stuff, and maybe it's cabin fever, because this is not normal for me to sit here and fuck with my shit as much as I've been fucking with it. I feel like the side is darker, but I know that it's also the lighting. I need to chill. I was looking through my photos, and I came across all of the Japan photos when I went to visit are still in my camera roll, and oh man, I really do miss it so much. So I wish I could go back. Let's do. I'm nearly out of this Face Atelier. Should probably finish it off. What up? What up? I don't know if it'll pump, so I'm just gonna use it like this. And is this my shade? I don't even know. Oh, I dropped foundation on the floor. Okay. What's happening to me? Too dark. So I'm going to keep this darkness right here, since I'm going to put on concealers anyway. This is like a shade too dark for my skin. So I'm just going to leave it right here, dead center. And I'm going to try to move to a shade that actually fits my face. It's fine. We're going to go to number 5. That was number 6. Here's number 5. If it'll let me. There we go. Girl, you guys, I don't know what's happening. I think I need to take a day off. I think this weekend has been harder on me than I actually imagined. What am I? There we go. Face Atelier. It's really nice foundation. This has more of like a medium coverage, but it has sort of a satin sort of finish, satin-like finish. If you don't set it, it can stay dewy, and it's really pretty. It can be sheared down pretty well, so if you're not into wearing a lot of makeup, then you can shear down with like a moisturizer or sort of like face oil, or not face oil, I'm sorry, a moisturizer, a mixing medium, and you can just make it like a tinted moisturizer. That's fine. I'm gonna do just a teeny bit of color right here. Luckily, I got my bangs. Shit, I gotta blend it all out. Okay. Whatever. Let's get this shit on. Any questions so far? Do you still have your faith in me? We keep going and trying to stay positive, but it's hard. I'm going to take a day on the couch with my Netflix just to be off. Yeah, turn this off. We need it. Because Lord Jesus. So I'm going to take natural, add a little bit of this. All right. This is like the natural like type of concealer, but I'm going to throw in some buff. Because I need some brightness. So this still kind of has this blue shade. I use this apparently to create like this Instagram cut crease thing when I did this like doing your makeup with your eyes closed challenge. And I stuck this in blue eyeshadow. The tip has never been the same since. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a smaller brush, like this one. I'm gonna get up in there with the two different colors and horse around with this. You could use, if you wanted to, that same sort of like eraser brush, you know, that synthetic orange one, dark yellow one. But I'm gonna keep this sort of blendy right now. I actually really do like this look. When do I ever use color in my waterline like this? It's so rare when I do. And it's because I feel like it closes off my eye, which it can, you know. For a lot of people like this, like to do the dark in the waterline. I personally think my eyes look a lot smaller when I do this. It's fine right now. Okay, so let's do some powder to set this bad boy. I'm going to take my Rocky Kazette. It's hit and pan already. This is the shade number G3, letter G3, I guess. G3, slightly lighter than my skin color, but that's okay because I'm just setting my under eyes with this powder, and I'm going to move to another powder for the rest of my face. There you go. I'm going to get right close to that eyeshadow because, whoops, that was a lot of powder, because I just want this to have a seamless connection. I'm going to attempt to do something that I'm probably going to regret. I'm going to take this brush again. I'm going to wipe this off. And then with that, okay, good. Soften any harsh line that I left from all that wiping. I'm getting through it. I want to put color right there. Just right there. I just wanna. I'm trying not to touch it, but I'm probably gonna touch it. Thank you for sticking with me through this whole challenge. I really appreciate you guys still staying by my side while I try to get through this makeup look. It literally had no business being this difficult. Secret Set by Senna, and I'm just going to set. Now when it comes to cool tone makeup, you can contour if you want. I don't necessarily bronze with a cool tone makeup because my bronzers are very warm. They have golden undertones to them and it doesn't always look the best. So I just don't, you know, this is one look where you can let your face be your face. So you need to, but if you need to contour, definitely use a color that has no warmth in it. That way you can get your angles and stuff looking a little bit more cohesive with the rest of your look. Something like, for example, this. This is maybe a little bit warm. Oh, this is pretty cool. Do I have a warm tone bronzer to show you? Sorry, my sniffles. Yeah, look at that. The difference between these two. Got a lot of like this orangey bronze, whereas this one, it's got that cool tone gray. This is perfect for contouring. This one is bronzing, so you don't, this is just different. It's totally different. Don't do it. If you're trying to keep it all cool tone, you can do whatever you want. Again, you can do a bronzer look with this. It'll look really nice. It just won't be a completely cool tone face. Okay. Blushes. I'm gonna try to find a mauve blush. I felt something there. I have a lot of warms, so let's see. Cool toned. See how it kind of like fits nicely, but this is really pink. I'm not sure. Nope. If I even have what I'm looking for. If you're a MAC blush fan, Plum Foolery would be amazing with this look, but I don't have Plum Foolery, so we're just going to continue on from there. I could do a brown. Could. I want to do a brown. Maybe this one. I said Plum Foolery, didn't I? I found it. This is more neutral though. Here's this Barbie MAC one. Ah, there we go. That's nicer. I'm gonna do this one. This color is called Fab from the Barbie collection by MAC. And look at that. Look how it just sort of, it's perfect. It has this nice little flow with it because this has a lot of blue in it. This one, it's got a bit more of that orangey shade. It's fine. It works, but it may show up a little bit too orangey. So let's stick it with a cool tone. So I'm gonna take a big old brush, get into Fab, and pop some of this on the cheek just for a little color. You've got a lot going on your eyes, so I don't really recommend going nuts with blush. It's just to have a little kiss of color. Let's go back to the brows. Looks similar to the Robert Palmer video, Simply Irresistible. Those models had this look with the black shiny dresses on. Simply Irresistible. I haven't seen it. The only one that I'm familiar with is Addicted to Love, which is like so famous and iconic. Let me just throw on some brows real quick. I do the same brows all the time. Are you done? Okay, good. I think you're nearly done. Addicted to those from the same time. Cute. Are you saying my look is outdated? I'm messing with you. Just in case I don't see it right away. There you go. Get some of that light shade in there. I can't believe it's dying. No, I'm so sad. My brows. What do I do? Mirror? Yeah, for me, cool tone eyeshadows, even though you can sport them and it looks fine, this does look like a look, doesn't it? This does look, it sort of does look like an 80s look. 100%. That's really funny. Because it's just not my norm. That's hilarious. Okay, then the other brow. I love using the Senna Sketch-A-Brow pencil. I really want to try the Urban Decay Brow Blade, that little marker. I feel like I'd really love that. There you go. A little bit more right here. Oops, sorry. Off cam. Cool. Okay, get it together. I don't know what's wrong with me. That is not brow gel. What is my deal? Okay, brow gel. Move to the side, please. Okay. Are these slightly uneven? Yep. Okay. You know what? Lana Reese is having a day, y'all. And I'm gonna go ahead and say that it's okay to have a day. It is a-okay to be like, what the hell? Where am I going anyway? Why do I give a shit? So hard. I'm not going anywhere today. What is my deal? Curling lashes now. Ow. And I pinched my skin? When does that ever happen? Why is everyone texting me? I never get text messages. What is life? Okay, lash paradise. With this look, you could do false lashes. It is a-okay to do so. I don't really think it's necessary, but if you're comfortable with false lashes, then hey, do it up. And I have an itch in my nose. I'm sniffly. Ugh. I need to do laundry, but like self-distancing is kind of a thing. I don't know if my laundromat is even open. So there's that. I'm like that meme with everything on fire. And the little dog's like, this is fine. There we go. Today, I'm going to do my best to try to get a bullet journal video out. I did my April theme already, and all I have to do is a voiceover for the video. I started to do it, and it was very chatty, to the point where it was quite annoying. So I deleted everything, and then I walked away. So today, I'm going to attempt to redo that whole video and then post it. So we'll see where that takes me. But yes, bullet journaling is still a thing for me, even though I am not going anywhere, not doing anything. There are things that still need to be done, surprisingly. You know, if you look around your place, there's always shit that needs to be done. Organizing that has to be organized. I started doing digital organization a little bit. I started cleaning up my iTunes music. A lot of the music, it's a small thing. But when I play music in my car, I use my iTunes because I have a lot of music from back in the day when we had CDs. I would burn my CDs onto my computer and then use them digitally. I never really bought music up until like recently. I've always just had my own selection of CDs just because that's what was my thing. So they're all on my iTunes now and have survived multiple computers, surprisingly. Anyway, some of these songs, because they're from CDs that either have been burned by friends and given to me or whatever the case may be, digital files have been lost, a lot of the songs don't have original artwork on them. You know, like the album cover or the artist photo. And it drives me nuts when my music is playing in my car and all you see is the audio file, you don't see the photo that goes with it. And that's a small little thing, but it is a nuisance that I see when I listen to music in my car. And I'm like, I need to put music on my files. So that's what I did yesterday. I started adding in all of these artist photos. I'm very happy. It's like one little nuisance that's just now gone. So if you can't figure out what to do, go ahead and fix all of your audio, because that's quite nice. Okay, so lipstick. You guys know me as a sort of a lip balm, lip gloss, just a quick fixer. But you can do a lipstick look with this, even though the eyes are pretty intense, pretty heavy. And I think with all of the mascara on and the look done, this is a little bit more, you see, it's better. I'm not even gonna touch it. I was going to. This side could probably be a little bit blended out, but you know what? I don't want to touch it. And the fact that it's fine, I'm gonna leave it alone. No, but lipstick, because the eyes are so intense, I don't really recommend going dark unless you're going for like that super uber gothic look, then sure. I even hesitate to put on mauve lipsticks because I don't like the color on me. But I'm gonna do it for you. Because I know some people are gonna want to see, well, what kind of lipstick do I wear if you actually legitimately want to wear lipstick? Like, what do you wear with something like this? So let's pick a color. I'm gonna go into my plum drawer in hopes that I have a light plum, because that would be very, very pretty with a look like this. I think this is the, well, talk about 80s. That's not gonna work. Yes. Yes. A look like this. This color would be beautiful, but I'm not gonna use this because that's a cop out. I don't have liquid lipstick, so if you're thinking I'm gonna use liquid lipstick with that simple like Kylie Jenner nude, whatever color, that mauve color, I don't have that. There you go, it's another good one too. Shimmer. No, not for this. Everybody was nice. You know what? Touch my nose. I think this is starting to go bad. It has a slight scent of a crayon. So, guess what? It's going in the Back to Mac bag that I have. Whoa! That's a mood. This is a look. This is a mood. This is red. No! For fuck's sake! Holy shit. Nice color. Colors go nicely together, but that's what I do. Clearly don't have any mauves because I don't buy them. I don't typically like them. Whoa. This isn't plum. That's red. There's probably a reason why I have it in here. Clearly, I do not have mauves. If you're questioning it, it's gold. That would have been nice too. Bummer. Well, it's a good time to declutter your shit, right? I don't have any. You guys. It's mauve. Wow, really? Fucking MAC, man. Yes. That's really pretty too, but that's too like berry. Okay, well, I'd hate to cop out with just a simple light lip, but I'm gonna have to. So, finding the right sort of lippy. I'm just gonna swatch this one. Ooh, pretty. Okay, that one's nice. This one's nice too, but it's too bright. Yeah, maybe this moody one, since it's kind of moody. So you're kind of going into this like look, but it's not dark. No. Thank you though. Thanks for playing. And that was really 80s. What is this one? Marc Jacobs. This is kind of more on the neutral side. So if you were to pick between a color you want me to use, do you want me to do number 1 or this Marc Jacobs number 2? I'm gonna leave this up to you guys. Number 1, number 2. This is more of like neutral. It's not exactly cool. You know what? Let me just do the cool tone because it's a cool tone look. What's the point of doing? What's the point of doing a neutral lip, right? Specifically cool tones. Then do I have a mauve lip liner? I don't think I do. So you're probably as close to mauve as I got. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Have some lip conditioner on. Rub that in. This might be too light for my lipstick. Okay. This was Lovecraft by Kat Von D. And now we're going to go into Urban Decay. This is number 66 from, I think, that one, like, Born Free or Wild Girl. I don't know what the launch was called, but it's the one that looked like this. It came out semi-recently, I feel. So 66 is the lipstick shade that I'm using. Yeah. So the lip liner was a little bit too light. That's okay. There you go. Cool toned. And that, my friends, is a cool toned makeup look. Nothing warm, just mauves and blues and purples and bluish grays, and that is how we complete this face. We finally did it after 86 minutes. I hope you guys have a good day. I'm gonna get going and answer these missed text messages that I've got yelling at me. And I apologize for how long this fucking took. I can't believe I had this much trouble with my eyeshadow. But we got here. This is the completed face, which I do like. I appreciate it. I like it. I like it. I do. So, okay, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be live again. Tomorrow's look. Oh shit. Wait. Tomorrow I will be here again at 11 a.m. Hopefully a little bit here. Not as like all over the place as I was today. Tomorrow is Colorful Eyes. So on my Instagram, I have a schedule of what I'm doing for each live here on YouTube at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Tomorrow is a colorful eye. So I'm gonna do that then. And we're gonna play with some colors. This is gonna be crazy because now that my hair is extremely short, going nuts with my eyes ends up looking psycho. So we'll see what colors I end up playing with. It's gonna be fun though. So if you guys like what you saw and you want to support me as a content creator, these are some crazy times, and you know, this girl is just trying to work as much as possible on the internet. So I would love for you to send me a coffee in appreciation if you just had fun, if you learned something or whatever, you just want to support. Coffee is amazing. You can send that to me by clicking on the link in the description box. There's a link to my Ko-fi page, and you can just send me a cup of joe, because that would help me out so much. You can also like this video and then subscribe to my channel if you're not subscribed. And then I'll see you guys here tomorrow at 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for some colorful eyes. Okay guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.